Hi guys, it's Logan, and this is my triple threat, day 74, I believe. It's been a fun ride. It's been, triple threat is a dynamic, exciting site. It has its ups and downs. We had some downs, we had some server problems for about a week, maybe even longer. This affected our earnings. You couldn't get in and really log in, and you couldn't purchase every time, and it was a headache, and new people were kind of complaining, and when we were trying to recruit people because we have a PayPal migration happening. We're getting out of PayPal. Well, I say we, I don't work for Triple Threat, but I am in PayPal. I'm waiting for that migration. So we need to boost our funds, to cover all these positions in PayPal. It's a lot of money. I'm sure it's tons of money. So we were recruiting, but at the same time the site was misbehaving and so on. But finally, 2 days ago, the programmer kind of made it whatever he was doing. They added a 24-hour surfing because before we had to surf by the server clock. And they added a module, in preparation for the migration. And I think we're about to get a NetTeller account. And so, these were all programming issues that probably uncovered some issues from the previous programmer who wasn't that great. And but suddenly, and I wasn't even able to log in on Saturday morning, and I wasn't there the whole day. I came back in the evening, and it was just like, whoa, what happened, right? Suddenly the site is flying, and it's been flying ever since. And I don't mean that just as a website. I mean that too, because you can surf so fast now. Log in, boom, everything happens like right away. But earnings also, now we're back to those famous 40% a day earnings on level one. And, people are just like coming out of the woodwork, posting their results, and they're like, oh my God, people who have been in there with small amounts and it was slow, and, they didn't know. And then suddenly overnight, there are hundreds of dollars, right? And as you can see, I'm at a little over 1,000 active shares. And this is after how much money did I put in? Let me look at my sheet. um, 28, 60, 80. I don't even know. Is it possible I did it with 28? Well, yeah, I guess so, because I had some referrals, so that really helped me to build my shares, because most of my money is in PayPal, and this is Payza that I have these active positions in. And so basically, here, let's look at these results. So as you can see, this is how things were. You see how different these days were. One day it's 43. Another, these are my daily revenue, right? One day it's 43, and then the next, 16, and then you're down to 9, and then it's 60. It was like that. It was like stop and go, stop and go. 2 day data, because I wasn't here the whole day. I was visiting friends out of town, and suddenly we have 290, right? So that was probably, maybe 100 from a day before, and then 190 from this following day. And then this is the actual day between today and the day before. I measured 24 hours from about 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. and $280 in earnings. So basically I got a bunch of money from these 2 days, well, this one day, right when it exploded. And then I repurchased. So suddenly I'm, my earnings, my returns daily are huge, and I'm just, buying. Actually, I'm not even buying level 3. I think I have $100 sitting now and waiting for tomorrow. I want to make sure that I can buy as many level 2 shares, because I think it's, if I can wait one day, I think it's better, it's more efficient for me to wait to buy more shares on level 2 than to buy level 3, because level 2 earns like twice as much, right? Twice as fast, sorry, not twice as much, twice as fast as level 3. So, I have nothing against level 3. You're going to be, at some point, you're going to get to the point where you have to buy level 3 because you're maxing out levels 1 and 2, which is perfectly fine. But I think to get there, you want to stick with the fastest levels. So as a part of my strategy, which I can send you, I actually have a PDF with my overall strategy, and two kind of step-by-step strategies of 270 and 540. But you can do it with any amount. Those two strategies include withdrawing your deposit back. Some people don't want to do that. They just like, you know what? I had a guy, actually, we're still talking. He wants to put in $500, but he doesn't want to take his deposit back. He wants to get to whatever 50-day withdrawal first, and then he'll just start withdrawing. It's perfectly fine, and I would recommend everybody generally do that. Is you will put your deposit in and take it back. So you put $200 in, and you'll just turn it around for a couple of days, weeks, probably weeks. Although my strategy is a little different, you'll see, because triple threat is a very fast earner on level 1. So you can start taking your money back pretty quickly, and little by little, and within a couple of weeks you'll have your money back, and then you can just work with house money. Of course, if you leave the money in, you're going to get to the $50 level faster. You're going to get to a $100 level faster. And, as much as I don't like making these, well, they're not promises, but these estimates, well, I'm not going to make one. I was going to say, maybe could you get, with $100, how fast can you get to $50 withdrawal? Probably about 2 months. 3 months less, 2.5 months for $100. Again, depends on the server. As you can see, making these types of predictions, it's kind of you can really miss by a lot, because you see how slow it was. We had days when level 1 was paying 6-7 times slower than it should have been paying. So there's no way you could reach your levels at that speed. But now we're back to normal. We still have the migration ahead of us, which we think it's going to do well, because they're really preparing properly, and we know what it's going to take. Also, we've been having pretty much daily, or actually daily video messages from Ray Scott, the owner. So people feel good when they see him working hard, and what he's doing, and he explains what's happening and what the next steps are, and we're a happy family. It's like a real family. It's not perfect. It can be hard and it can be difficult, but you have to kind of tough it out. And the fact is that people are making money. There's a bit of pressure on the Payza account now. I think it's about a week. It takes about a week to get paid. But all the other STP, Bitcoin, that's all paying, regular, between 1 and 3 days. Triple Threat is still the fastest and the best fast site for rev share around. And I would highly recommend using it in conjunction with Fortad Pays, something that can pay you much more money, but further down the road, because you could take some pocket money from here, you could put some money into Fortad Pays, and so on. So if you can deal with its ups and downs, if you're not one of those people who freak out easily, I mean, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even said that, but I want you to know that it's not going to be an easy, smooth ride. It hasn't been. But the fact is that on average, Triple Threat is still the fastest. It still pays. It's still a great site. It's 4 months old. You probably know that I'm also in Galactic Ads, which is nice, simple, smooth site. But it's only a month old. It's less than a month old, and we don't know as much about the owner and how things work. I mean, there's no reason to doubt anything, because everything's just amazing over there. But it's also smooth, So, if you want to have a dynamic environment that can earn you a lot of money quickly, Triple Threat. If you want to have a good site that earns pretty fast, a little smoother, yeah, maybe risk for not being, 4 months old like Triple Threat, then you can go to Galactic Ads. If you want to hold out and for big paydays, for $500 a day or much more, then you can go in Fortad Pays, and you can go with very little money. or you can take some of your profits from here. So anyways, I'm rambling a little. I do need my coffee, and if you need strategies, if you need calculators for any of these that I mentioned for triple threat, you can find my info under the video. You can sign up under the video. You can contact me on Facebook. You can email me. You can comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you as fast as I can and answer all your questions. And I'll talk to you soon.